What's going on, guys? Josh Pocock here. Now on this channel, we've covered many different AI tools. We've covered many different AI pair programmers. We covered V0, we've covered Lovable.dev, we've covered many different Bolt.new alternatives, Cursor, Windsurf, whatever the case may be. And a couple months ago, we did, of course, cover Bolt.new when it first came out. And Bolt.new really changed the game. When I first saw Bolt.new, it was unlike anything I ever saw, where you could actually leverage web containers within your browser to be able to prompt in natural language, edit apps, and deploy full stack apps to the web using StackBlitz. It was absolutely revolutionary in my mind. Now, Bolt.new was great, and I personally don't mind paying for tools. Now, I'm paying for so many different AI coding and AI tools right now, hundreds of dollars worth a month. But what even got me more excited when I first saw Bolt.new was that they actually had a fully open source version on GitHub that you could literally self-host. And we covered that in my first Bolt.new video, showing you exactly how to do it, how to use it. And when it comes to their open source version, of course it is great, but it is definitely not on par with their closed source version, the one that is cloud hosted. Now, since Bolt.new's open source version did have some limitation, there was a fork that was created called Bolt.new any LLM, which allowed you to basically connect Bolt.new to any LLM, such as open source LLMs, Claude, OpenAI, whatever the case may be, pretty much any LLM you can think of. Now, this was great, but just having any LLM within the open source forked version of Bolt.new definitely wasn't life-changing by any means. But then after the last couple months or so, the creator of this fork as well as the community have been rolling out a bunch of new features that we're going to dive into. In today's video, we're going to go through this fork, show you how it is actually different than the open source Bolt.new official version, and show you how you can self-host it on your system. This tool is called AutoDev, a fork of Bolt.new by Medin. Let's dive right into it. All right, guys, so now that I gave you the rundown on this tool and the backstory of it, shout out to Medin. He is a YouTuber as well in the AI space, and he was the actual creator of this initial Bolt.new fork, AutoDev. Okay, so you can definitely check out his channel. I'll leave a link down below. And also too, I will say that what impressed me personally with actually, starting to dive into this tool is just the progress that they've been making, right? Like I mentioned before, I did see, that there was, different changes, different features being made. But now with all these different improvements, and we'll dive through some of them in just a second, you can see that this is not just like a fork of a fork, like we may see in the AI industry with certain tools. People may just fork something, make a couple changes, and it's really still just like, perceived as a fork. But this is actually starting to become a more legit project that is actually being, managed with support, contributors, and all that good stuff, as well as they have an active, engaged community as well, and a lot of different cool stuff that I'll show you in just a second. For example, here's the docs section. I'll leave a link down below to this. So you can see they have docs right here. So what makes Bolt.new different, the setup, the how to run it with Docker if you want to run it with Docker or run it without Docker, and adding different LLMs, pretty much everything you would need to know in this docs section. So that's really cool that they have that. They also have a community right here. So I'll leave a link down below to all this. You can see here, Automator Think Tank right here. So you can see it's a pretty active, engaged community. You can go here, see status updates on this tool. Of course, you could go into the GitHub to make feature requests, do whatever the case may be, open tickets or whatever. But this is really cool that they have a community. I think a community just with anything is very, very powerful. So yeah, if you're going to be using this tool, then definitely join the community. Check that out. Like I said, all links will be down below. But let's go ahead and take a look at the actual repo right here and see what features are here. So open router integration, that's really awesome. And the cool thing too is you can see that when you contribute, or when the community, like some of you guys that are watching this may have actually been contributors to this project, or maybe have just been watching it, so you may even see your name here. That's pretty cool that you can see the contributors' names here. So auto generate Ollama models from what is downloaded. This is awesome. So for those of you who love open source local models on your system, this is going to be a great tool because you can leverage Ollama, and it's going to just auto generate the models from what is already downloaded on your system. So filter models by provider, download products as zips, improvements to the main Bolt.new prompt. As you can see in this location right here. DeepSeek API integration, Mistral API, OpenAI-like API integration. This is always great to have in different tools. And guys, if you're a newbie or a beginner and you don't know necessarily what all these features are, don't worry. I'm going to show you the basics in just a second. So stick with me here and we'll get into it in just a second once we actually self-host this. So ability to sync files. So one-way sync to local folder. This is awesome. This is great. Containerize the application with Docker for easy installation. So that's good if you like to use Docker. Anyways, ability to enter API keys in the UI, XAI Grok beta integration, LM Studio integration, Hugging Face integration, Bolt. Okay, so this one is big. I really like this. Bolt's terminal to see the output of LLM run commands. So I'll show you that in just a second, how they have a specific Bolt terminal so you can see that. And then streaming of code output, ability to revert code to earlier version. That's always very, very useful. Cohere integration, dynamic model max token length, better prompt enhancing, prompt caching, load local projects into the app, together integration, mobile friendly. That's always great too. Better prompt enhancing, attach images to prompts. Of course, that's very much needed because for those of you who like to use V0 or like to use Bolt.new or Lovable or whatever, you like to, easily just screenshot websites and be able to build the UI for that. Now you can see here different high priority ones right here. So prevent Bolt from rewriting files as often. This is definitely crucial. For those of you who have used Bolt, just even the real Bolt, but also just any Bolt, especially the open source version of Bolt, this can definitely be an issue. Better prompting for smaller LLMs, code window sometimes doesn't start, and then run agents in the back end as possible as opposed to a single model call. That would be interesting too. Deploy to Vercel, Netlify, other similar platforms. That's pretty cool. And I'm not going to go through these all right here, but these are some of the requested ones or something that are on the to-do list. So it's really awesome that they are actively progressing with this project, and it's not something that's just built. You do one video on it and then you don't see any progress with the project. They're actively progressing with it, which is why I've actually done a video on this because I've seen them over the last couple months build this up. So that's really great and really cool. But let's go ahead and get started with this. So they even have custom setup specifically for this fork. So just giving a little bit more detailed instructions for depending on how you want to install it. Because like I said, there's different ways to do it. You could use Docker, you could use without Docker. We're going to use without Docker. Obviously, you're going to want to have Git installed as well as Node.js installed. If you don't have those, just download those. And then you're going to want to get your API keys. Like I said, you can use any LLM. So you're going to use Grok, OpenAI, whatever API key you want. Make sure you have those on hand so you can plug those in just a second. So to start off, what we're going to do is git clone this repo just like we do with pretty much any other project. So if I go to my terminal right here, you're going to go to whatever location you want to git clone this. And as you can see here, I already ran this command, git clone, and then the repo URL. Then what we're going to do is change directory into Bolt.new -any-LLM. Okay. And then personally, I opened this up in Cursor, just running cursor dot, but you could run code dot or whatever. You just want to open it up in your code editor. So here I have it open in Cursor, as you can see here. The main thing that you would want to do with this, of course, like if you want to contribute to it or do some different changes, you could of course look in the code base and do so. But we're just going to show you the most important stuff, which is of course adding in the API key. So you'll see a .env.example. You would want to copy that and rename it to .env. And then you can see the different LLMs. So Grok, Hugging Face, OpenAI, Anthropic, OpenRouter, Google Generative AI, Ollama, OpenAI-like API base URL, Together API base URL, DeepSeek API, Mistral, Cohere, LM Studio, XAI, and then we got vlog level, and then default num CTX. This is for if you're using local models, which I'm not going to go into too much in this video, but you want to use that with a local model with this Bolt.new fork, then you could put the context right here for depending on what model you're using. So as you can see here, here's an example with this context and how much VRAM it's going to consume right there. So once you actually got your API keys plugged in, what you're going to do is go to the terminal down here or over here. Make sure, of course, you're in your project, and you're going to run pnpm install. Okay, you're going to say yes if you want to continue, and then what you're going to do is you're going to run pnpm run dev. Okay, these commands are directly in the repo that is in the description down below. So if you have any issues, check that out, but it's fairly simple. You're just setting up starting a remix app right here. So same thing if you've set up the Bolt.new actual official open source repo, it's the exact same process pretty much. All right, so once you have that set up, you can access the Bolt.new or AutoDev fork right here on port 5173. So localhost 5173. And this is what it looks like. So if we look at how it looks like compared to the actual Bolt.new cloud hosted version, looks fairly similar. A few things are different. I'm not going to go over an exact in-depth comparison. Like, as you can see, there's some different things. You don't have the default, tech stack starter kits right here, which isn't even in the official Bolt.new fork. But just to quickly go over like some of the cool stuff that, I see right off the bat. We already went over some of the features, but just to show you with the actual app, what is different here, we can import chats, which is nice. We can import folders, which is really cool. So like, let's say we wanted to import a project or a folder, we can do so by clicking that right there. We can clone a Git repo. So this is actually really awesome. So you can actually click this, enter the Git repo URL, and then click OK, and it will actually clone that into your Bolt.new fork right here. Okay. Of course, you can do the basic prompts right here that are standard. Now here we have the LLMs right here that you can access. So Anthropic, Ollama, all the different ones we just went over. And over here, when you go to the different provider, of course, you can select your model right here. So standard is obviously Claude Sonnet 3.5. That's just the best model right now for coding. So you have two options to set API keys. You can set it into the environment variables like I showed you beforehand. Or if, let's say you went to like, I don't have XAI set up, but if I wanted to use it without changing the .env file, I could actually just go right here and edit my API key right here. Like, let's say it was this, and then click save. And then as you can see, it would be saved right here. Now I'm just going to delete this right now. Now you will see here, it says not set will still work if set in the .env file. So if you had all your API keys set within your .environment file and it says not set here, it would actually still be able to work. Cool thing is too, for all the different providers, it has a Git API key here, right? So you can easily just access your API key by clicking this link. It will take you to Hugging Face where you want to, get whatever API key for whatever provider. So let's go ahead and test this out. So I'm going to test out the new image capabilities right here. So I'm going to screenshot, Twitter right here. And now I'm going to drag this image over into AutoDev. And you can see we got our image here, which is nice. I'm going to say, make a Next.js clone of this website, Twitter from screenshot. Now you can actually click on enhance prompt right here, which is really nice. This will actually enhance the prompt, make it better. As you can see here, we got create a Next.js application that replicates Twitter's user interface and core functionality based on provided screenshots. Include exact layout matching, including header, sidebar, feed, and widget. Responsive design matching Twitter breakpoints, core UI components, tweets, profile section, navigation, Twitter styling, and interactions. Okay, now I'm going to delete some of this right here, the CRUD and auth flow, because I don't want to go too in depth there. And I'm just going to remove this here just to keep it simple. And we can go ahead and just send this, okay? All right, so as you can see, it is started to go to work. Here we have AutoDev creating the package JSON, Tailwind config, pages, index.js, components right here. We got our sidebar, our feed, our widgets. All right, so I just realized that my audio did cut out after I was generating the app here. So just to recap where I'm at right now. So it generated the first iteration from this initial prompt and had an issue starting the application. And I said it's not starting. Then it actually changed some stuff. It made it start. And then I sent another screenshot basically showing what the first iteration looked like, which is this right here. As you can see, components are overlapping. It's not the greatest right here. So I said, do you see how the components are overlapping? Fix this, make it nice, modern, and functional. So it went to work and did so. And I said a lot better. Now add the functional menu items on the right and different pages that the menu items on the left go to. So this is what it looked like after that second iteration right here. So I wanted some different menu items over here, as well as these to go to specific pages. Now it went to work and it did so, but when I click on the sidebar items on the left, they aren't going to the pages still. So now it's claiming that it fixed it. Let's go ahead and actually see where we're at right here. So if I go to, okay, so it seems like it still isn't working. Are you tired of pouring thousands of dollars into appointment setters only to watch leads slip away? Imagine having a team of elite sales agents booking qualified appointments for you around the clock. No more wasted time on training, no more frustration with performance, and no more draining your budget on inconsistent and expensive call centers. Introducing Stride Agents, AI-powered appointment setters that work 24/7, never get tired, and book appointments while you sleep. Trained on thousands of successful conversations, our AI agents outperform human teams at just 1/10 of the cost. Join the ranks of businesses that doubled their appointments and booking rates in just a matter of weeks. Don't get left behind in the AI revolution. Visit strideagents.com now and transform your entire sales process with cutting-edge AI technology. It's time to accelerate your stride with AI agents. I'm saying the menu items on the left just won't click. Nothing happens when I click on the icons. Let's go ahead and send this. Okay, for some reason it's still not working. I said the hashtag icon should go to the explore page. Let's go ahead and see if it fixes this. Okay, first things first, I do want to say that it did add the items on the right here. We can see who to follow, you know, the different hashtags right here, and boom, it is working. I think it just took a little bit longer to load because this is something I asked it to do a few steps ago. So yeah, as you can see here, we got some dummy data right here for who to follow, what's happening, but we went to the hashtag page and now we can see trending hashtags right here. We can go to notifications. We can see our notifications page, messages. We can see our messages right here, bookmarks. We can see that here. We can see our list here. You don't have any lists yet. And profile, boom, we have our profile page right here. All in all, guys, this was literally about 4 or 5 prompts. All right, maybe, you know, 3 to 5 prompts, depending on, some of them were just like, hey, fix this little tiny thing, but it did it very, very well, very nicely. Of course, this is using the new Claude Sonnet 3.5 model. You know, you're not going to get the exact same results if you're using lower tier models. Now, you can use Ollama models, open models like Quen, and get some pretty cool results with that too. So if you want to see me do videos on that with this AutoDev fork, let me know down below, guys. I'm going to definitely do more videos too surrounding Bolt in general, the official one, and show you cool things you can build with that, as well as, of course, keep doing other AI coding tools, Windsurf, Cursor, etc. We are currently in the AI pair programmer race right now, so we're seeing so many different great tools come out, and I'm excited to share a lot more with you guys. Also too, guys, just a couple other things I forgot to mention is, one, over here you can download your code, so you can download it in a zip folder, which is really nice. You can sync files right here. You can obviously toggle your terminal on and off. You can see your 2 different terminals, your Bolt terminal where you can run commands over here, and this regular terminal. The Bolt terminal handles all the commands that Bolt is using, and then you can create new terminals as well, really over here, which is really nice. And then you can also push to GitHub. As you can see here, you can set this up as well. So it has a lot of different functionality, which is really awesome. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I just wanted to share this awesome new AutoDev fork of Bolt.new and all the massive improvements that Cool and the community are making. So congrats to you guys for that. I'm definitely excited to see where you guys actually take this tool. Other than that, guys, if you're new to the channel, we upload videos all the time on marketing, sales, business, AI, etc. So if you like that type of content, you got some value here, make sure to like the video, comment down below, and smash the subscribe button to stay up to date with the uploads, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on Bolt.new as well as AutoDev. Have you tried it out? Do you like it a lot? Is it your favorite tool, or do you think there's better tools, right? Tell me what your favorite AI pair programmer is down below in the comments, guys. And also let me know any ideas you think that AutoDev could do to continuously keep on improving this forked open source version, guys. Like I said, all links to Cool's channel and the community and all that good stuff will be down below, guys. And also too, guys, if you haven't already joined our free community, I'll leave a link down below to our free Facebook group and Discord channel. That will be at stridecommunity.com, guys. And then also too, if you haven't already joined our new free Stride AI Academy, definitely check this out. This is going to be jam-packed with loads of free resources, free trainings, courses, etc. As you can see, I've been working a lot on this, and right now I'm filming a bunch of content for it, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But definitely join right now while you can. I've been getting a lot of requests from you guys, so I will admit more of you guys later on this week. And right now this community is for free, but in the future, who knows, there may even be a price tag associated with this community. So make sure you join now while you still can for free, because there is so much value I'm gonna give away in here. I want to give away more value than a lot of people actually charge in like their paid courses and coaching, etc. So definitely check that out. You're gonna love it, and you'll also be able to network with myself as well as other like-minded individuals. And lastly, if you guys run a business and you need help with your systems, your marketing, your sales, or implementing AI agents like AI appointment setters, AI call center into your business, then book a call down below at executivestride.com/apply, and we can see if it's a good fit or not. Other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video. Keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, guys, accelerate your stride. Take care.